Hi, this is Julian Valderrama, and I'm the author of Blueprint for Immortality, the Quantum Code for Life Seekers to Success. In this riff, specifically, we're going to be talking about the Triad of Knowledge. I'm going to give you 3 quotes for you to think about, ponder over. Quote, "If the genius of invention were to reveal tomorrow the secret of immortality, of eternal beauty and youth, for which all humanity is aching, the same inexorable agents which prevent a mass from changing suddenly, its velocity would likewise resist the force of the new knowledge until time gradually modifies human thought." End quote. It's a quote by Nikola Tesla. It's your second quote. "For truly I say to you, if you have faith the size of a mustard grain, you will say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you." A quote taken from Matthew 17, verse 20, by Jesus Christ. And then final, third quote. "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve," by Napoleon Hill. Throughout the pages of this book, you will examine data from 3 of the most fundamentally accepted sources of information: science, spirituality, and success philosophy. And although incongruences may be found within and between the sources of information, it is through common denominators, which are found within these sources, that we will observe and prove how you can harness these truisms. From the field of quantum physics, classical physics, DNA biology, archeology, cosmology, and from spiritual and philosophical sources such as the Bible and other publications that have been accredited for our benefit. In this book, we focus more on the world of quantum physics and spirituality to examine what creates success and what does not create success. We will also examine how general spiritual beliefs and other philosophical teachings perfectly parallel new lessons in the field of quantum physics. All 3 fields are suggesting, according to its findings, that these fields of knowledge are essentially giving light to powerful common denominators of practical data. They are lessons about the universe, just taken from a different frame of mind. They are different sets of filters of perception describing our reality. Since these ideas will be observed throughout this book, they will be examined from the simplest form of understanding in connection to success, and then explain how it relates to a few quantum experiments, and then brought back to the principle. Quantum physics is now proving and describing what has been known as true spiritual beliefs. These fields of knowledge have revealed that they are also, in essence, quote-unquote, laws of the physical universe. Certain individuals have integrated these abilities and principles into their life to create mind-blowing lifestyles. Thus, for some, it has been their absolute desire to share their discoveries. Andrew Carnegie is one of the foremost examples of financial success, for his ability to acquire wealth and financial prosperity was remarkable. It will be proven undoubtedly how you can use the same laws and principles he used, so you can personally apply them toward your own personal desires and endeavors in life, whatever they may be. Universal principles will be expounded upon through common denominators, as they are defined through these windows of knowledge or different frames of mind. They are all mental perceptions ultimately looking at the same thing. The scientific method is required through observation experimentation to establish real-life empirical evidence, to establish infallible understandings. We will prove how certain knowledge and understandings have been hidden and purposefully mystified to obscure people's minds of the ultimate truth in their personal lives. It has to do with the true definition of free will, and freedom. It is the place where we make the rules and our personal outcome as we decide it must happen. It is the understanding that we are our own genie, that can grant us our every wish. To build a foundation, in chapter 1 we will examine a very well-known but mystified story in the scriptures. We will show how Moses was sort of a scientist looking to acquire physical evidence as proof of empirical evidence. Whether you believe in this story or not, these are valid principles we can derive as easily as a public speaker or teacher uses allegories or illustrations to make a point. In the biblical reference, the record of Moses and the Red Sea is accepted as many as historical. If you don't personally believe it to be, please keep an open mind to at least just some of the lessons we will take in how the scientific method is relevant to the entire story. Keep in mind, the book will examine all forms of authority, from experts in the field of science to experts in the field of spirituality and philosophy. We may want to strongly consider that both concepts of spirituality and philosophy have virtually always been the study and understanding of energy and how it relates to our immediate experience or reality. This is true since we all accept that the universe is nothing but energy, vibration, or frequency. In essence, everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. And a list of authoritative references will be made in this book that the reader may have the free will to examine through his own cognitive reference and point of view. In this book, every effort has been made to point the reader to someone who has real life evidence to highlight what is being described thereof that is true. Which brings us to the point that also studying those who may have empirical evidence in the field of finances or money will derive us incredible benefit. Isaac Newton's quote at the start of this preface in essence testifies to that truth. To what end? In that together, you and I, we can come to the cognition and discovery, the awareness, the realization, and the truth about ourselves, that we have awesome power. The following statements were quoted a long time ago, but as mentioned before, they have been and will continually to be scientifically proven as the truth about us, humankind. Again, this is the Triad of Knowledge. Nikola Tesla said it like this: if the genius of invention were to reveal tomorrow the secret of immortality, of eternal beauty and youth, for which all humanity is aching, the same inexorable agents which prevent a mass from changing suddenly, its velocity will likewise resist the force of the new knowledge, until time gradually modifies human thought. End quote. Quote, for truly I say to you that if you have the size of a mustard grain, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. End quote. By Jesus Christ. Final quote, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. By Napoleon Hill. This is the Triad of Knowledge, that we can perceive science, spirituality, and philosophy and fully integrate it to positively impact our lives. And obviously these authorities of knowledge are not the only ones who have been quoted as saying something of the like. But as previously stated, this book is going to prove with hard scientific evidence that what the biblical accounts, as well as other true philosophical teachings, have been describing all along, are easily more discernible by the field of quantum physics. This emphasizes plainly that the field of quantum mechanics is giving light to spiritual phenomena or events described as miracles. Scientists are now theorizing the possibilities of instant transmissions of large masses from one place to another. Other reliable sources are testifying that this is already being done. They are also believing the possibility of being able to walk through walls and communicating instantly with other dimensions. It will be plainly shown how all of it relates to our own personal success, whatever we choose that to be. Okay, this is the end of this riff. I highly suggest, if you have not already done so, to support this channel by buying this book that is being read to you. Life is a Game, The Quantum Code for Life's Principles for Success, and my previous volume, Blueprint for Immortality, The Quantum Code for Life's Secrets to Success. Also, go ahead and put a like on this video if you feel it is valuable. Also, share this with loved ones, friends, and this will help raise awareness of this kind of life-changing knowledge. So consider that, because what you do for others, you do for yourself. What you fail to do for others, you also fail to do for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also go ahead and put a comment below if you feel you have any questions, comments, or observations. I certainly love to read that from you. Let me know, what did you like best and what you got out of it, of what you heard today. And don't forget, life is a game, and this is the quantum code for life's principles for success.